Feminists, gather round! I have a book recommendation. I just finished reading How All Politics Became Reproductive Politics by Laura Briggs, and this book got a 5 out of 5 stars for me. It was so good. If you're a feminist, if you like to flirt with socialism, or like a full-blown communist, or hate Reagan, which should be all of y'all, this book is for you. Briggs places us in the neoliberal era of the last 40 years where hyperprivatization and deregulation caused real wages to drop, threw more people into the workforce, and reduced government support for families in ways like subsidized housing, elder care, and childcare. Basically, in the 80s, for the federal government to spend less money, Reagan had this idea to convince everyone that everything in their life was their personal responsibility and that anyone who needed government help was lazy and a failure, even though in reality, real wages were dropping, the minimum wage was frozen, and the wealthiest saw their taxes decrease from 70% at the beginning of Reagan's term to only 28% by the end of Reagan's administration. Chapter 1 talks about how tax policy, welfare reform, feminism, race, and family values are all connected in what Briggs calls reproductive politics. Like, did you know in 1971, Congress passed the Child Development Act, which would have created federally subsidized community child care centers that were open 24 hours a day for working mothers, until Nixon vetoed it after initially saying he would have supported it because a group of evangelical Protestants called it an attack on the family. Chapter 2 talks about the myth of the welfare queen and how Reagan used racial stereotypes to blame individuals who needed government benefits instead of addressing real problems like deindustrialization, low wages, job loss, and declining labor protections. Chapter 3 talks about the hypocrisy of conservatives who claim that family values, protecting the children are their guiding tenets, but then oppose government intervention that would actually help families care for their children in ways like abortion or subsidized childcare. Chapter 4 talks about Black infant mortality, Chapter 5 talks about the gay rights movement, and Chapter 6 talks about the housing crisis of 2006 and how foreclosures led to the election of Donald Trump in 2016. Give this book a read to be able to run facts around anyone in your life who's parroting trickle-down economics.